Hi Analog Sky community, here's your October update. HART Batch 8 pre-orders. We have launched pre-orders for Batch 8 of our HART binoculars. That's our 80mm binocular telescope model. And this is the first batch we're doing on a quarterly schedule. So that means the next chance to order HART will be the beginning of winter if you don't jump on this one. So anyone wanting to receive HART before the winter holidays will want to jump on Batch 8. And we are closing that pre-order window this Sunday, October 5th. So these quarterly batches are going to allow us to better manage our time and schedule more support for customers as you receive and start to build your kits. Batch 8 will include all the previous updates plus 3 new parts. So we have the version 7 focuser draw tube, and that provides 1.5 more millimeters of in focus for those eyepieces that might need just a touch more in focus. And the whole draw tube is 3 millimeters shorter to accommodate that in focus and maintain filter use. We're also going to have new focuser caps, and these are designed not to affect those focuser draw tubes in extreme heat. We had one customer who left their old focuser caps inside the focusers inside of a car during some extremely hot weather, and that kind of deformed the inside of their draw tubes, and so we don't want that to happen. These new focuser caps are going to fix that. We are also in the middle of updating the handle, so the vertical slew handle has been updated with a horizontal component for easier altitude slewing. So this is meant to replace the detachable horizontal handle, and I'll be testing and tweaking this handle over the next month or so as we get closer to fulfilling Batch 8. Now, while we are on the subject of HART, I want to remind you real quick that HART can become smart astronomy binoculars really easily. So in case you want smart binoculars designed for serious stargazing, one great way to accomplish that is by adding a Pi finder to your Analog Sky HART. It fits beautifully on HART's top deck. You want that flat version of the Pi finder. And this gives you access to over a dozen DSO catalogs. It points with 100% accuracy because it's plate solving. It has adjustable brightness levels that preserve your dark adaptation. It talks to Sky Safari if you want to use that on a tablet, but it doesn't drain your phone battery because it's not tethered to your phone. And of course, HART lets you zoom in with the eyepieces that work best for your vision. And quite frankly, it's a solution designed and constantly improved by passionate visual astronomers. Now, alternatively, if you want something besides the Pi finder, if you want to just use your phone, our community members have designed various phone attachments for HART, so you can use an app like Astro Hopper, which a lot of our community members have had great results with. I'll put a link in the video notes down below for jumping on Batch 8 by the end of this Sunday, October 5th. Let's talk about Bloom. Bloom pre-orders are launching this month. To October 17th is what's going to be open to the general public, and then October 15th is going to be the date for our early access customers. So mark your calendars, and if you'd like to sign up for a special newsletter update for Bloom with some exclusive peeks into Bloom's design philosophy, there will be a link down below. You can just go to analogsky.co, and it's right there on the homepage to sign up for that Bloom update. And last of all, this month we are going to be launching our first product that is for any telescope, not just for our own binoculars. So these are adapters for putting 1.25" eyepieces in a 2-inch focuser, and they are based on our grip fin design. So when I was at Washington State Star Party a couple of months ago, 2 totally separate people saw those adapters and wanted one for their own telescope because, perfectly centered eyepieces are not the easiest thing to achieve. Especially because everybody makes these things out of metal, but it's really straightforward with plastic using our grip fins that have been developed together with our community feedback. So a couple other features, of course, because they're printed plastic, they're incredibly lightweight. They don't add any weight to the UTA of your telescope, and they only add a couple of millimeters to the overall height of the shoulder for the eyepiece. And so you're not creating a big back focus situation. Also, because the eyepiece draw tube sticks out through this adapter, you're able to use your 1.25" filters and threading those directly into your 1.25" eyepieces. So you don't have to buy 2-inch filters just to use these adapters. So we'll be launching with 3 different tightnesses of grip fin from level 1 to level 3. And we are also going to have a level 1 adapter that has a 10 millimeter inset for gaining in focus. So none of these adapters have the locking tabs that our analog sky adapters usually have for locking into our special draw tubes. So they are compatible with any 2-inch focus or draw tube. Now we're going to sell these in sets of 4. And people can buy a mixed set with one of each to figure out the ideal tightness for all their eyepieces, and then they can order more of those individual models that they want. So look forward to those coming up this month. For more updates, you can always sign up for our members area. We had one question on one of our videos here a couple of days ago about where can I find reviews of Analog Sky's binoculars. We're looking forward to being able to start sending out review copies to YouTubers and reviewers, people like that. But in the meantime, really the best place to find out what people think of their binoculars is our own community, which you can sign up for free at members.analogsky.co. We have some groups, forums, things like that, where people can just talk about using their binoculars or what they see through them, using different eyepieces, giving user feedback about the experience of each binocular, working together to make them even better. And there is, on cloudy nights, there is one long thread on Analog Sky binoculars, and I will link to that below too. All right, so happy fall to those of you in the northern hemisphere. Happy spring to those of you in the southern hemisphere. I hope your fall/spring skies stay clear and beautiful. And we'll catch you next month with another update.